Right, so Nick, I get the impression you're one of the guys who takes this wicked seriously.
Wicked serious.
Seriously as you can. So how does your day go when you take it more seriously than some? Like you're actually out there racing, right?
We were racing. Yeah. I think that's what's cool about this event is you can do some maxing and relaxing, which I thought it was the silliest thing, and now I just love like that term, you know. More serious, kind of riding in the front, setting a pace. Yeah, it's weird because I think a lot of the guys in the top have that mindset of just race, and I a few times I was like, dude, chill out guys, like
sitting up in between.
Yeah, we get to the time segments and then we can go hard. And so there was 4 of us and we did 3 of the time segments all kind of together, and so we were like pace lining and stuff. And then the 4th segment, 2 of us were ahead, and then we just ripped through that, and so it was fun.
Are you kind of keeping your eye on all the other fast guys? Do you have them in that
We all
group,
kind of
or
are.
Do you think there are other guys out there that you're worried about?
We just don't know. That's the kind of cool thing about it, right? Is there could be the fastest guy could be 20 minutes behind us and we don't know it, and we think we're the fastest, but there could be guys doing the same thing. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So I mean, do you try to separate yourself a little bit from the crowd so you have like a clear run at stuff, or do you keep a higher pace?
Doing Grinduro and Shasta, that definitely was kind of my idea going into this one, is staying a little bit more in the front, so you have like a clear path on more of the segments, and that definitely helped. I think like knowing no one's ahead of you, so you can really pen it and like not scare people too much.
All right, so pardon me, I don't even know what happened in the race today. How did you end up doing?
I ended up 3rd overall in the pro men, so yeah, it was good. I think all of us were within like seconds of each other, so it was like really competitive and a lot of fun. And
but you were kind of going back and forth on the segments themselves, or
people were kind of rotate and pace line through each segment, and there were some tactics for sure. The trick is if you start 2 seconds behind everybody and catch up to them, you'll win the segment. And so there was a little shenanigans with that, and so that makes it kind of fun too.
How do you kind of can you police that? Like, I mean, because if you know a guy who's gonna like sit up, like, are you kind of like, hey, what are you doing?
I think that's just kind of the spirit of it, like a little bit of dirty racing, and I don't know, it's kind of knowing the trick, right? Like everyone's gonna know now, I guess, but. I know that's kind of the cool part about it is you can just brake check him, let the guy go through, and then sprint on his wheel, and you're like, I just have to follow him.
Anyone who Stravas knows this.
It's true. The Strava segments. And so that's kind of fun. It's a little bit of a game, and I was definitely fastest on the final segment, and so everybody was kind of watching me having like a suspension fork and a dropper seat post. I was like, that made a difference.
Because that last segment was kind of gnarly.
Very bumpy. And so that helped a lot. Everyone's kind of watching me, especially Matt, the guy who won, was like keeping his eye on me.
do you kind of prefer if it's like gnarlier,
I do.
Stuff?
I would prefer like the gnarliest double track, single track, and it being really fast and a little more treacherous. I prefer for sure.
We won't do like a full like bike check.
Yeah, that's fine.
How big are your tires? You got suspension, so how much suspension? How big are your tires?
I do. So let me see. I'll flip it around here for you. The tires, these are 42s, 30 mils of travel on the front, and then the elastomer here is 10 mils in the rear, and then the transfer SL seat post for the dropper. And I've been learning how to like use it more on the gravel bike, and it's pretty fun. So yeah, it definitely makes a difference. And even on just the hard pack, more double track stuff, the suspension fork really makes a difference.
Anything else crazy with this bike? I mean, is there anything special or like?
Aside from the fork and the dropper post, the bike's completely stock.
Okay.
Yeah, SRAM red, 52. What do we got on the front? I don't even know. A 42, 52. So it's definitely like a nice ratio. I used all the gears today.
Yeah.
So.
All right, dude. Sweet. Thanks a lot. Good job today.
Yeah, thanks a lot.